Episode 31. The Wolf's Poison. Nan Gongfeng originally wanted to use this to buy the cicada wing weaving craft of the Su family, but Su Mingyu would rather die than hand it over, so he asked Fu Wang for help. In Nan Gongfeng's plan, the first thing is to implore King Fu to issue an order to make the Su family suspend the stock market on the grounds of rectifying the market. It will be difficult to support it within half a month. In order to avoid Mo Buffon's counterattack, Nan Gongfeng decided to mobilize money from Yangzhou to ensure that the selection of the imperial merchants was safe. On the grounds that the cost was too high to attract attention, King Fu suggested that Nangong should centralize all the property in Yangzhou, so as not to disturb the operation of Yangzhou's business community, but also to prevent criticism. In fact, Yun Xiang had already planned Nan Gongfeng's strategy and secretly discussed countermeasures with King Fu. As long as he came to the King Fu's mansion to borrow money, he had to take out his own money first, and gradually disintegrate his power. Princess Mingzhu has great admiration for Yun Xiang, and because Nan Gongfeng's identity is confusing, King Fu, under the persuasion of his daughter, agrees to continue to cooperate with Yun Xiang, although Nan Gongfeng agreed on the surface, but according to his nature, he would definitely make perfect preparations and destroy the evidence if there was any trouble. Therefore, if he wants to get the ledger, he still needs to go to Yangzhou with his own body at risk. Yun Xiang first thought of Ko Yuanjia and offered an attractive price to ensure that he would successfully succeed the position of Pavilion Master Ling Yuan. Ko Yuanjia coveted the position of Pavilion Master for a long time, so he readily agreed to go with him. Because of Ko Yuanjia's thoughtfulness and cunning, Yun Xiang was worried that he would become a variable in this trip, so he naturally wanted to bring Jin Biao with him and offered him a reward of 10 taels of gold a day. Because Yun Xiang and Jin Biao had a deep friendship, he simply revealed the purpose of the trip, and Jin Biao gradually realized the real Yun Xiang, including the little-known secret of his life experience. On the day Lu Gongquan returned to Nandu, he learned about the recent events through his subordinates, and he was relieved to hear that Princess Mingzhu was fine. Lu Gongquan handed over a list to his subordinates, which included 7 speech officials who had already retired. What the subordinates did was to investigate their whereabouts and conditions. Mo Buffon took Kong Qiao back to Yuntai to report to the sect master. During the period, he met Gu Yuchen, a fellow sect, and unexpectedly learned that other fellow sects had been recruited urgently. The martial arts master Zhong Beidu saw his apprentice Kong Qiao, and felt that he had been with Mo Buffon all these years, but he hadn't learned his slickness, and his words and deeds were still the same as before. Mo Buffon asked Zhong Beidu if he knew the reason for the sect master's urgent move, but Zhong Beidu didn't know the truth, and said that this time he might be able to get a glimpse of the sect master's true face. After arriving in Yangzhou, Yun Xiang and Jin Biao sat at the pier waiting for the news, talked about their relationship, and prepared to find a chance to become brothers. While talking, Ko Yuanjie came by boat, personally arranged accommodation for Yun Xiang and Jin Biao, set out drinks and invited them to drink. The two raised their glasses with doubts, and they didn't feel relieved until they saw Ko Yuanjie drinking first. Ko Yuanjie bought Yen San, who was next to Nan Gongfeng, and agreed on a time and place to meet. But those who can betray their masters are mostly ungrateful for profit, and Ko Yuanjie's remuneration is very generous. After Yen San reported all the details, he completely broke his trust in Ko Yuanjie. So Ko Yuanjie directly killed Yen San. Jin Biao listened to the screams from behind the door, drank a bowl of tea, and lamented Ko Yuanjie's cruelty. Princess Mingzhu came to Su's house with a silver ticket and expressed her willingness to help Su Mingyu participate in the imperial merchant selection. Su Mingyu and Ko Menglan knew very well that the Su family had come to this point thanks to the gift of the King of Fortune. Even though the Su family had no power in power, they did not want to be played and applauded by the King of Fortune, so they did not accept the banknote. Because of the two people's arrogance and love and righteousness for Yun Xiang, Princess Mingzhu admires him very much. He bluntly said that Yun Xiang and King Fu have reached a cooperation, and the condition is to help the Su family. The content of the cooperation is currently inconvenient to disclose. Xu Yanan sent an eyeliner to monitor Mingzhu County's initiative, and then informed Nangong Fong of the matter, thinking that Fu Wang was secretly hiding the old warehouse, first suppressing the Su family, and then secretly supporting him. He must have other plans. Nangong Fong feared that Qing Fu Wang would abandon his son, pretending to be anxious and surprised, saying that he had mobilized all the silver, and handed over the token to Xu Yanan, entrusting her to go to Yangzhou to destroy the ledger. After Xu Yanan left, Nangong Feng returned to his composure, with some plans in mind. The three of them successfully infiltrated into the chase that night. Ko Yuanjie monopolized the ledger for Ba Tagong, and he had already given Jin Biao Xinxin powder in the tea. Ko Yuanjie ordered Jin Biao to kill Yunxiang and then set himself on fire. After speaking, he got up and left, leaving Yunxiang in danger. Because Jin Biao had taken the antidote Yunxiang gave him beforehand, and he was able to restrain himself and maintain his rationality, Yunxiang hurried to the pharmacy to dispense the medicine. During this period, Jin Biao had several seizures, all relying on his will to suppress his inner demons, and suffered a lot.